Alright, for tonight's homework, I would like you to copy the work to this complex system of equations to get you ready for a complex system of inequalities. So for this problem, write this down, please. Hopefully you have graph paper. Shouldn't be too bad of a graph. But for this one, I'm going to choose to eliminate my x's by timesing my top row by 5, and my bottom row, I'm going to times that by 4. And the beauty of doing that is my x's will eliminate. 5 times 4x is 20x. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20x. Those are opposites. So 5 times 4, 5 times 4, 5 times 12. Distribute this all the way through. Gives me 20x plus 20y equals 60. On the bottom, I have negative 20x plus 80y. And then 4 times 35 on my calculator, or using it good old-fashioned arithmetic, 5 times 4, 20, 12 is 140. So when I add those up, my x's will cancel, and then 20 plus 80y gives me 100y. So 20y, 80y gives me 100y. 60 plus 140 gives me 200. Divide both sides by 100. Gives me y equals 2. To prove to me that you are listening, the first word is blue. Blue. Alright, now take that y is 2. Plug it into the y for this top equation where y used to be. I'm plugging in 2. Solving this for x gives me 4x plus 8 equals 12. Take away that 8 gives me 4x equals 4. Divide by 4 gives me x equals 1. Second word is green. Green. X equals 1. So that point is 1, 2. I'm going to have you check that. Prove to me that that point is a solution. So my check, I'm taking that point 1, 2 and plugging in 1 for x and 2 for y into both equations. So 1 right here, 4 times 2 right here equals 12. That gives me 4 plus 8 equals 12. 12 equals 12. That is a true statement. For the bottom one, negative 5, plug in 1 right there for x, plus 20. And again, I'm going to change that to 20. Not sure why I put a 4 there. So negative 5 times 1 plus 20 times 2 equals 35. Gives me negative 5 plus 40 equals 35. That is true. 35 equals 35. Okay, solve this system by substitution. So I'm going to take those and write them both out and solve one for one variable and plug that into the other. So 4x plus 4y equals 12. The other equation is negative 5x plus 20y equals 35. I'm going to solve this equation for y. I'm going to solve this equation for x. So minus 4y on both sides gives me 4x equal to negative 4y plus 12. So again, back to this one, solving for x, divide everything by 4. These 4's will cancel and give me x equal negative 1. That's what negative 4 divided by 4 is, plus 3. Third word is yellow, yellow. I'm going to take this and substitute this into the other equation's x. This tells you where to substitute. This tells you what to put inside there. So I have negative 5 and in parentheses negative 1y plus 3. I still have the plus 20y. I'm going to Distribute this negative 5 through to give me 5y minus 13 or 15 plus 20y equals 35. Combine 5y and 20y to get 25y minus 15. Add that 15 to both sides, and that gives me 25y equals 50. Divide both sides by 25. Gives me y equals 2. Same as that y. Plug in that y right here to solve for x, or plug it into the original like I'm doing up here. So 4x plus 4 times that 2 equals 12. Gives me 4x plus 8 equals 12. Take away 8. Gives me 4x equals 4. Divide by 4 gives me x equals 1. I could have easily got that by plugging in 2 right here and timesing 2 times negative 1. Negative 2 plus would have gave me x equals 1. Probably easier using that. All right, the last part of this is getting that same answer 1, 2, but by solving these for y and graphing them. So here I go. Let's shrink this down. Last problem for tonight's homework. The fourth word is tan. Tan. All right, so solving these for y, I have 4x plus 4y equals 12, and the other one, negative 5x plus 20y equals 35. I'm going to divide or subtract this 4x right here, add this 5x. So take away 4x minus 4x minus 4x. That's going to give me 4y equals negative 4x plus 12. Divide this by 4. And that gives me y equals negative 1x plus 3. That one's ready to graph. Y-intercept of 3, slope of over 1, down 1. Solving this one for y, adding 5x. Cancels away and leaves me 20y equal to 5x plus 35. Divide everything by 20. Going to be a little bit messy, but I guarantee your graph's going to intersect at 1, 2. Divided by 20, divided by 20 gives me y equals 5 over 20 reduces to 1 over 4. Divided by 5 is 1, divided by 5 is 4. So this is 1/4 x. And then 35 over 20, using my calculator to get that as a decimal, is about 1 3/4, 1.75. So if I graph them, they should intersect at 1, 2. So negative 1, 3, starting at 3 on the y-axis, over 1, down 1 for my slope, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1. Be able to stair step the other way. Draw your line through them. That is the line y equals negative 1x plus 3. The last word is puppy. Puppy. All right, graphing this. 1 3/4. And looks like maybe my video got cut off right there. So to finish this up, to prove to me that you watched this and wrote down those words, 1/4 x plus 1.75 would be right here, about 1 3/4. But I'm going over 4 up 1, over 4 up 1. So this little tiny bit right here, 1.75, going over 4 boxes up 1 to this other 0.75 gives me a line that goes right through the point 2 or 1, 2. So again, graphing this one in red, y-intercept of 1.75, 1 3/4, about here. And then going over 4 whole boxes, and then up another whole box up to 0.75 again. Drawing a line through there will go right through that 0.12. I'm sorry that got cut off on the video. Right there. That red line should be right there going through 1, 2. Good luck.